You see this book? This book changed my life and it changed the lives of thousands of entrepreneurs. Now, this is not an ad video to sell you this book, but I want to share a story with you. From October 2014 to December 2015, I went across India. I interviewed 300 business leaders who built some of the biggest brands in the country. I interviewed people like Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, who's built Biocon, people like Ashok Shuta, who's built Happiest Minds Technologies, people like C.K. Kumaravel, who's built Natural Salon as India's largest chain of salon. And through these 300 interviews, I learned my most valuable lessons in business. And one aspect which was an eye-opening aspect for me throughout these 300 interviews was the aspect of how do you retain talent? How do you retain your team members? And that's why I'm making this video today to share with you 3 things that matter most to your team members. Because the number of messages I receive on social media from business owners to talk about how to retain talent, how do we make sure team members don't learn and leave, is enormous. And that's why I thought, let's do a video and lay this matter to rest. So get ready to learn the 3 things that matter most to your team members. So let's get started with the first point. The first thing that matters most to your team members is financial growth. Now, when it comes to financial growth, here are some things that you need to do to take care of their aspiration for financial growth. Firstly, pay them a salary which is on par with market standards. You can't expect people to focus on the work if they are worrying about the money. So pay them as per market standards or a little even above it. It's great because you want people to think about the work when they are coming to work. You don't want people to think about the money when they are at work. So first, to take care of their aspiration of financial growth, pay them on par with market standards or higher. Second, have a transparent data-driven appraisal system. Make sure that people know what are the parameters on which their appraisals will be done. Make sure that there are clear goals set on those parameters at the beginning of the financial year and it's not a shocker at the end of the financial year. And make sure that the weightage to each parameter is also transparently communicated to your team members. This is how you make sure that financial growth is in their hands because they know exactly what they need to deliver to get what they desire or deserve. So second aspect of taking care of financial growth is to have a transparent data-driven appraisal system. The third aspect to take care of the financial growth of your team members is to have a clear incentive system or a bonus system. In roles like sales, where you can remunerate people based on customers they generate, you can have an incentive system. In roles which are non-sales, which are operations or accounts or administration, from the profits of the business, you can declare a bonus for your team members. So when you have a salary that is on par with the market standards or higher than that, a clear, transparent appraisal system and a clear incentive or a bonus system, then you as an organization are taking care of the financial growth aspiration which matters most to your team members. But is that the only thing that you need to take care of? Is just paying people enough? No, it's not enough to just pay people enough. Apart from taking care of financial growth, the second element that matters most to your team members is career growth. They just don't want more money. They also want to grow in their career. Now, what do I mean by career growth? There are 2 elements that you need to take care of to make sure that people's career growth aspirations are taken care of. First, you need to have a learning plan for every individual in every single department of the team. People love learning. Now, you may say, but Rajiv, my team members don't like to attend any trainings. Well, it's because the trainer is ineffective. But if you put an effective mentor, an effective coach, an effective teacher, or share an effective resource like an effective book, an effective YouTube channel, people then love learning. Nobody does not like gaining new knowledge and becoming more wise. Everybody loves it. The problem is the people who are giving the knowledge, they are not giving the knowledge. They are not teaching, they are preaching. They're doing 4th standard moral science textbooks, lessons like be motivated, believe in yourself. Nobody likes shit like that. Equip them with real-time skills and knowledge. Equip them with something that widens their horizon, that excites the neurons in their brains. So have a learning plan for every team member. A learning plan in terms of people they can learn from, resources they can learn from, experiences they can learn from. You need to have a learning plan. And apart from having a learning plan for team members, which will help them grow in their career, you also need to have a clear promotion plan, which means you need to set clear milestones for them to achieve in their existing role. You need to set clear milestones of skills they need to develop to deserve the future role. Now, when you give clarity that this is the goal in the existing role and these are the skills required for the future role, you've done your job and you're creating an environment of learning by giving them a learning plan. Then it's up to them to develop those skills for the future role and deliver on the results of the existing role. So in that way, you are an organization that is fulfilling their aspiration for career growth, which is the second thing that matters most to people. So financial growth, I've shared with you what you need to take care of. Career growth, I've shared with you what you need to take care of. Now let's come to the third aspect, which matters most to your team members. And the third aspect is quality of life. Now, what do I mean by quality of life? Quality of life is not just a vague word that you hear in a human resources conference. Quality of life in reality, in the practical aspect of people's day-to-day living, means that you take care of two things. Number one, you take care of their work-life balance. Number two, you take care of their work environment. That's when you give them a great quality of life. What do I mean by work-life balance? As a business, you need to have proper working hours. Here and there, people are stretching beyond their working hours, understandable. But if here and there, they're going home on time, that's not understandable. That's intolerable. So you need to honor people's life beyond work. And therefore, you need to have work times. You need to have a problem if people are staying back late in the office and working. Don't look at that as, oh, I'm getting more out of them. You are not getting more out of them. Okay? So make sure you're honoring work-life balance with proper work timings. Make sure you're honoring work-life balance with a clear holiday calendar. Don't call them to office on public holidays to do trainings and review meetings. Nobody is mentally present on those kind of occasions. Honor their holidays, honor their day offs, okay? And you need to have a proper leave policy. What's a paid leave policy in your organization? Because you want to understand that they are not robots, okay? You could have women in your office and you can give them an off during their menstrual cycle. You can have days where people can send a message and just say, I'm feeling low. Mental health is real. So when you take care of these things, then people take care of you. But if you don't have the capacity to give and you only want to receive, nobody's going to give you anything. So that's why you need to honor their work-life balance to take care of the quality of their life. The second aspect of taking care of their quality of life is their work environment. Now, what do I mean by the work environment? This matters a lot to people in today's day and age. What matters to people when they come to work today is, are they walking into an environment where they feel cared for, where they feel connected, where they feel respected? Or are they walking into an environment that seems like a political drama, where everybody has an agenda, where they have enemies who pretend to be friends, where there's gossip, groupism, blame game? Who would like to wake up in the morning and come to such a workplace? So you need to make sure that the work culture is clean. It's an environment of respect, care, and connection. And beyond keeping the work culture clean, you also need to have a recognition system, a celebration system, where you openly acknowledge those who are doing well. You make heroes out of the people who are doing what they are supposed to do, and you genuinely celebrate them and acknowledge them for the value that they are adding. This enhances their self-esteem, their self-confidence, their self-worth, and therefore increases the quality of their life. So make sure that you take care of these three things that matter most to your team members: financial growth, career growth, quality of life. When you take care of these three things, they will take care of you. If you ignore these three things, you don't deserve a good team. Simple as that. I hope you found value in this video, and if you did, and you have more questions saying, Rajiv, but if my business is not growing, how can I take care of these things? Or Rajiv, what if the market is not that great? And what if there is competition that comes with deep pockets and that's why people leave? If you have more such questions, then here's my recommendation. Click on the link below, register yourself for my upcoming 4-hour live conversation called Business Breakthrough Seminar, where we'll talk about all these issues and a lot more, because I want to teach you how to build a business which can grow without you. So click, register, spend 4 hours with me, and let's take your business to the next level. And if you found value in this video, subscribe. Something that's good, you should subscribe it. If you found this video good, subscribe the channel, because there are more such videos to give you value to take your business to the next level. I look forward to seeing you at the Business Breakthrough Seminar.